Now we can do another LSAT logic game. We're still using the June 2007 LSAT that's available for free as a PDF file if you download it from lsac.org. We're doing the third game, which is questions 11 through 17, and we're taking a cruise on a cruise line. It's scheduling a 7-week-long trip, with each voyage coming in the first 7 weeks of the season. Each voyage will be to exactly one of 4 destinations: Guadalupe, Jamaica, Martinique, and Trinidad. So we're taking a tour of the Caribbean. Or is it the Caribbean? But did I forget to tell you the name of the boat? The cruise ship is Freedom. So the LSAC is bringing freedom to the Caribbean. These are the conditions. Jamaica will not be its destination in week 4. We can remind ourselves of that. And Trinidad will be its destination in week 7. So we put that right on the sketch. Freedom will make exactly 2 voyages to Martinique, and at least 1 voyage to Guadalupe will occur in some week between those 2 voyages. So we have to have 2 M's, and we have to have 1 G, and then we can remind ourselves that maybe we can have 2 G's. Guadalupe will be its destination in the week preceding any voyage it makes to Jamaica. So we have to be careful. We have a little box here. We have J and G, but we have to draw an arrow because J needs G before it, but G doesn't need J after it. That would be the reciprocity trap. No destination will be scheduled for consecutive weeks, which is nice because everybody get all upset if they keep going to the same island. Which one of the following is an acceptable schedule of destinations for freedom in order from week 1 through week 7? So we let the nerds teach us about the game by applying the conditions to the answers to the first question. Well, Jamaica will not be its destination in week 4. Answer A has Trinidad in 4, and B and C have Martinique in 4, and D has Jamaica in 4. Cross out that entire answer. It's not going to get any better. Then Trinidad will be its destination in week 7. So A, B, and C have Trinidad in 7, and E has Martinique in 7. Cross out that entire answer. It's not going to get any better. Then they have to have at least 2 voyages to Martinique with at least 1 Guadalupe in between, and we're looking for MGM in answers A, B, and C. A has MGM and B has MTM. Cross out that entire answer. It's not going to get any better. And C has MGM. And then our last condition that says that Guadalupe will be its destination in the week preceding any voyage it makes to Jamaica. Answer A has G in 1 and J in 2, and that's fine. Answer C has J right up in front in 1, and that can't happen because it needs G first. So the nerds are nice people. They're teaching us things about the game. J can't be in 1, and we add that to our sketch. So what's our answer? Well, it turns out it is A, and we write it out. J, G, M, T, G, M. And that's our T. So we've got our little block. We've got J with G in front of them. We have our MGM, and it's nice to see what a right answer looks like. Number 12. Which one of the following cannot be true about Freedom's schedule of voyages? Cannot is capitalized. It becomes invisible in the test, so we highlight it before we begin the game section with our highlighter, and then it's really easy to see. Cannot is a negative must. And that's why we also bring our highlighter in, because we highlight T, because that must be true. And it said what cannot be true. Answer A, Freedom makes a voyage to Trinidad in week 6. The nerds are nice people. They made A the answer. They say T cannot be in 6. We can build that into our sketch. And we don't have to tell nobody about the other 4 wrong answers because nobody cares. 13. If Frida makes a voyage to Trinidad in week 5, okay, Trinidad is in week 5. Well, can't be Trinidad at 6. And can't be J because he needs G. So where's this JG thing going to go? Well, it can't go J here because they told us no good. We seem to be able to put it here or here, but we also have to have an MGM, don't we? So it looks like we have to put our M here and then our GJ here to get that little block there. And then our other M could either be in 4 or it could be in 6. And now look at what happens. Which of the following could be true? Well, 1, 2, and 3, they're must-be's. Those aren't going to be the answers. 4 and 6, those are our could-be's. This is a must-be, could-be world. Oh, 1, 2, and 3 are in A, B, and C. 4 says Frida makes a voyage to Martinique in 4 and answer D, and that's my answer. Isn't that nice? That's how you speed yourself up. On question 14, a voyage to Guadeloupe in week 1 and a voyage to Jamaica in week 5. So we have G here, Guadeloupe in 1, Jamaica in 5. That forces G, doesn't it? And then we have to have an MGM, so we need an M here. And then we have an M someplace in these 2 spaces. And the other one looks like it's T. Which one of the following must be true? This is a must be. This is a could be. What do we find? We find answer E. Frida makes a voyage to Martinique in week 6. This is a could be, must be world. M is my must be. This is a could be. We find the answer in E. And that's how you speed yourself up. You don't tell nobody about the other 4 wrong answers. 15. If Frida makes a voyage to Guadeloupe in week 1 and Trinidad in week 2, so now we have another situation. G is here, T is here, we know T is here, and now we have to do something about this little block. The JG thing can't go there because J would be in 4. So it looks like we've got to put this back where we already have it. And do you see how we're building on our sketch of what we already had? And there's our M, and there's our M. And essentially it was just filling in this sketch for us that we'd already partially done on the last question, and that's why you should see this teaching process going on in the game. Then it says, which of the following must be true? Well, everything must be true. It has to be a must-be answer. What's A say? Frida makes a voyage to Martinique in week 3. Oh, good. And if we had realized it was just building on our last sketch, then we didn't even have to do all this work, and they made the answer A. The nerds are nice people. The games are designed for insightful people, and you shouldn't be surprised if you see it. If Frida makes a voyage to Martinique in week 3, isn't it nice to be lazy? Here's Martinique in 3. They just put it there, didn't they? And then we've got Martinique in 3 in this one. Which of the following could be an accurate list of Freedom's destinations in week 4 and 5, respectively? Well, look up here. We've got 3, and then T and G don't have to be related to each other. Do you think maybe there's a GT answer? Answer A, GT. The nerds are nice people. We don't have to tell nobody about the other 4 wrong answers. Which of the following must be true about Freedom's schedule of voyages? Who's the big troublemaker? J. How many answers involve J? D. Makes at most 2 voyages. Well, if he makes 2, that's 4. T is 5. And then you've only got 1 more space, and you need to have your MGM, so we can't have another J visit. The nerds are nice people. Testing for the public. Non-profit since 1985. Nobody makes things easier.